Thank you all for attending the session. Very excited to be here to launch the next generation of dynamic pricing products. My name is Pramod Jain. I'm the Vice President for Commercial Planning Products within Sabre. Before I invite our partner, Etihad Airways, on stage, just wanted to lay some context in terms of what we think is dynamic pricing, how we have approached this problem, and how we're rolling out the solutions. So what you see in the graph over here, it's a phased approach. It's a well-thought approach in terms of how we see dynamic pricing. Sabre has been the pioneers when it comes down to revenue management. We were the ones who launched this back in the 70s, and now we took a step back in terms of looking at where the revenue management is going forward. We're talking about total revenue optimization, and we have structured the problem in a way that we first solve for availability, which is the perishable inventory, the seat optimization. We look at strategic pricing. There's a lot of money left on the table. There's a lot of strategic decision science that's required to make pricing optimization happen. And then from there, we move towards the retail optimization side, where the likes of how do you price and bundle seats, the baggage, and upgrades. So if you follow this journey and the sophistication chart of it, we believe that this lets to get towards the dynamic pricing sort of the things. And just to make it real, these are the solutions that we got today. So the first one on the left-hand side is our brand new product, revenue management product, Revenue Optimizer, which we launched 18 months ago with a couple of beta customers on it. The beauty about this product is it's a platform that takes massive amounts of data, and we have solved for the fact that this is not just based on history. It's always optimizing. It's event-driven. If you look at the consumer-grade UI, we have solved for the black box nature of revenue management. It tells you exactly where the problems are. It allows the analyst to focus on the things that matter from a strategic standpoint. From there onwards, since we built this platform, which is best in class, that allows us to take in massive amounts of data, shopping data from direct, indirect channel, looking at inventory, looking at pricing, and finding ways to improve and do things like dynamic availability and fares optimizer. And just one more thing on these two products. Dynamic, from the fares optimizer perspective, what we're doing over here is we are automating a lot of manual process that exists today when it comes down to competitive benchmarking, setting up the right fares, fare points, and then ultimately leading towards the tactical fare filing of the nature. From a dynamic availability standpoint, we're talking about upselling opportunities very tightly integrated back with the inventory controls, looking at shopping data, looking at the market, looking at what's available, how much you should be pricing, where does your product stand. So a lot of automation, decision science, leveraging the true power of data that Sabre has, all the way from shopping to availability and the schedule. And to make it real again, so let me invite our partner, Etihad Airways. So Martin, who's our head of strategic pricing at Etihad Airways, is going to be on the stage with us over here and talk about, I'm going to ask a couple of questions in terms of how we build these products and how the innovation has worked. So Martin, thank you again for being here with us.
Pleasure, thank you.
And thank you for being a partner in true sense on these products. When we think about the innovation and the partnership that we've had for a couple of years, what kind of value that Etihad Airways see with working with Sabre?
Okay, I think we see great value, but first of all, thank you very much for inviting us here today. It's been a great opportunity over the last few years to work with Sabre and Etihad, and I think we've managed to sort of develop some really interesting tools. We welcome the opportunity of working closely with a number of partners, and Sabre is a key supplier to us, so it's great that we have that opportunity to work with you. I think we work well because the partnership that we have, we're both very focused on innovation, but I think that innovation has to be to deliver against real specific business problems, and I think that's where we work well together. You know, we've been leveraging strengths of technology and business knowledge to enable us sort of to create the solutions that are of a high value to ourselves and obviously to you as a supplier. We've used agile development frameworks, built solutions quickly, had continuous feedback so that we learn from what we do, and then we apply it again into the process of development. We've used innovation cycles, so idea creation chain, deciding when is the right time to continue, when is the right time to pivot and to change our minds. And basically by applying this sort of horizontal thinking around challenges, we've managed to integrate extremely well. We've managed over the time to be successful in identifying what we see as the MVP and improving the solution with incremental functionality. So working together, we've managed to drive pricing and inventory decisions, the decision making to become much more advanced than it's been in the past. I think pricing in particular has really stood still for a number of years, and I've had longer than I like to think in pricing, and it hasn't really changed that much from probably 20, 25 years ago. So to see these graphical interfaces and to give the pricing analysts much more information to help make these decisions, it's a real step forward. So we're very much looking forward to using the tools and to sort of developing our strategies around that.
That's perfect. Again, thanks, Martin, for the partnership. Thanks for using these products in your environment, leveraging the total value that comes out of it. We also have Aviation Airways as our second partner, who's not here, but they have also partnered with us on Fares Optimizer, and Etihad Airways on dynamic availability as Fares Optimizer. So again, to get into the details of what the product does, we are very excited. Please visit us on booth number 64. That's a Sabre booth, and we'll also invite you for the champagne launch that's out there as a part of our pricing solutions. So again, Sabre is very excited. We have pioneered pricing and revenue management, and we have looked at reinventing pricing and revenue management with the solutions that are listed over here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.